All right.
Stop it. Keep him down.
Question is going to be, our next quest is going to be Goldbeard. Our next questions are from Hiro.
Hiro.
So let's go on this quest and go on these questions.
Just kidding.
Hiro's first question:
Cook.
when the freak will you be on again?
Right now, Hiro.
He's on right now. How about that?
So it might not be right now when you watch this.
Yes.
That is the only possible answer to you asking a question on this show is right now. I'm online right now.
Just go back to the beginning and watch it from the beginning again, and pretend you didn't see it.
I'm also online then.
Yep.
I think we're gonna have Dave pretending the beginning didn't happen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, guys. My little brother was using my account.
Oh yes, definitely. You were just talking to us, watching him play for you.
Yeah. Ignoring the fact that I don't even have a little brother. Anyway.
All right. Question 2. Are you sure about your answer to question 1?
Either I'm having the weirdest hallucination, or yes.
Yes, this is all a dream. You're dreaming about being on the Well Done podcast. We're actually recording tomorrow.
Like, no offense, guys, but if I was going to have a really lucid hallucination, I'd want it to be about something else.
What? I thought we were the coolest.
I know, right?
Oh, you make a sad judge.
All right. Question 3. Who is your favorite Unity member? Now that's an evil question.
John, that's a horrible question, Hiro. So, like, because he asked that question, the only definitive answer I can give is my least favorite person is Hiro. We'll work up from there.
And I'm going to say right now, don't take the cop out and say yourself.
Oh, no, I'm terrible. God.
Red Stash.
Judge.
Is it the favorite Unity person?
Yeah, favorite Unity member.
Judge.
No, I can't. That's horrible. I can't answer that in that manner. I'm gonna rephrase the question a little bit to be who is like one of the most positively contributing Unity members. Still not Judge. If there's ever a drought of Xena Warrior Princess gifts, Judge, you're in there. But until that day, I'm gonna have to give it to someone else. I would say probably Shiwar.
Oh yeah, that's a good choice.
Because Shiwar is, to use another Well Done podcast member name, the rock of online Unity play. She is like on for all of the weekly hunts, or at least she used to be. And like when I first came online in this game, like she was very welcoming, and like that was I think the first time I ever played Monster Hunter with people through Skype, and like she is like a gravitational force and just like draws people in. Like if you can
leave the big fella alone, he wants to be dragonated.
Okay.
If you can get into a room with Shiwar, like you will just have a constant revolving door of interesting people to meet and talk to, because she doesn't seem to sleep ever. I don't think I've ever seen her like go to bed. And she's like Hunter rank 50 million. So like I met a lot of cool people. This is like my third time coming online because I just have a 3DS. So I just borrowed my friend's Wii U to do this. But like the first time I came online, all of my hunts were like with Shiwar and her group, and like I met a lot of really cool people that way. Actually,
so
Rock.
as a benefit to you, Shiwar's also in the EU.
Yes, she is. She is on my time zone, but like I don't know, she's timeless in when she plays. Like I've been playing with her at times that I've been embarrassed to still be awake as an adult, and I'm like, okay, sure, I'm going to bed, and she's like, okay, cool, I'm going to have a snack and keep playing.
I'm gonna have a cup of tea. I want to make some tea.
Yeah, make some tea and have some crisps. But no, she's just
crisps. Yes.
She's a Monster Hunter playing machine powered by coleslaw and cheese.
She's awesome. She helped me get through G rank. Actually, she was like one of the people that helped me like when I was playing online. She was always down to help like when I was low rank too. So
she was
awesome.
she's the first person as well I saw like do the room habit of like taking turns picking quests, which seems kind of obvious, but I'd never done it in try. I'd always joined rooms with the intention of farming a specific thing, and never really done like everybody take a turn picking a quest. And also, Rock, I think you're the only one of the Well Done podcasts that I had played with previously. Because when you guys picked me as a guest, I checked my guild card, and it was actually you, me, B-Man, and Apocalypse did Clashing Fists.
Oh yeah! Yes! Oh, that's true. That's true. I think that was
still
the
need
one
to finish that quest.
Yeah, and even that was like a subdivision of knowing Shiwar. So
Yes.
to answer the original question, I would have to give it to Shiwar as like the social nexus of unity. If I could give her a
Hey
title.
man, we played together on Friday.
Well, yeah.
Friday.
Or was it Thursday? I
Friday.
think it was Thursday, maybe.
It was the day of the live stream, so that
Okay,
would
then
have
it
been
was
Friday.
Friday, yeah. But yeah, I haven't been doing too much 3U since 4 came out.
Yeah.
But I come back on the podcast because, hey, podcast's fun.
Yeah.
Podcast.
I borrowed the Wii U for the podcast because the podcast did seem like a lot of fun. I was a big fan of the Everly episode.
All right, good to hear.
Shout out to your friend who let you borrow the system, man. That's what's
Yeah,
up,
seriously. Thanks for letting
Keep it
that
cool.
happen. We got
Yes.
on Dave because of it.
Shout out to my friend who gave me a Wii U with only Monster Hunter, and in exchange I gave him my Xbox 360 with about 20 games.
He will
Nice.
never see his Wii U again.
And he's like, here you go. Give me what I want.
If you ever see that guy online, his name is Fitzy. So yeah, you can play with him. I taught him how to play, and he mostly uses switch axes.
Neat.
That's I like his style.
My least used weapon.
All
to
right.
go back to the original question as well, my least favorite Unity member is still Hiro. 15 minutes into the question, yeah, it's still him.
Still Hero.
All right. And that's all we have from Hiro. So you don't have to deal with him anymore.
Smiley Frenchman. He'll be back.
And I totally just stifled a sneeze. I feel great.
Oh.
Awesome.
Forgot my oxygen tank, so I had to swim for these air bubbles.
Okay. Our next person is Tigger.
Tigger!
Hello, Tigger.
So what is the wonderful thing about Tiggers, by the way?
That they always bounce back.
No, it's that Tiggers are wonderful things.
No, they always bounce back. That's the wonderful thing about them.
Wonderful
thought
thing
it
about
was-
Tiggers is that Tigger can bounce too.
Well, wait, yeah, Tiggers in general, but not this Tigger. This Tigger, the wonderful thing about
Smells.
him is that he always bounces back.
All right.
It's one of his
I thought
shout.
the wonderful thing
one of
about
his
Tiggers
shout-outs.
is that he's the only one.
He's the only one.
Ah.
Oh, but I've seen more than one Tigger on.
But anyway,
oh,
that
anyway,
was
back to
actually
the question.
Tigger's question.
Oh,
That was just me asking a question here.
I would like to amend one of my previous answers. My least favorite person is now Tigger.
Oh.
Oh. Look at that. Look at that.
So,
Of course,
Tigger's
of course.
first question. Being from Ireland, I need to know, what is the best beer?
The best beer in Ireland.
Yeah,
Oh
I
man,
guess.
this puts me in an even more dangerous situation than the favorite person question.
Why, do you have your breweries listening in on you?
Oh, I don't know, man. Breweries, they got their fingers in a lot of pies. The easy answer is obviously going to be Guinness. The harder answer would be, I don't know. I've only kind of gotten into beer recently, so I'm not as educated on it as my countrymen, unfortunately. I'm quite partial to Cobra. I think that's a nice beer. And there's a Belgian beer with a blue label that I can only gesture towards in a drunken haze and say that one. I can't tell you the name. But yeah, I don't know a lot about beers, unfortunately. So just come to Ireland and drink Guinness here from the tap, because I hear people say that that's different. I don't drink a lot of Guinness myself because it is pretty dense and will we say alters the color of what you would make dung bombs out of.
Oh.
There's definitely a difference. Being an American, I will say, I've had the opportunity to have a warm Guinness in in the airport in Shannon, Ireland, and
you're in Shannon.
Yeah, for a 6-hour layover. It was during a top secret deployment type stuff. layover flight.
Oh,
But,
I have to ask you a question. You were in Shannon. You know that Shannon is in Limerick, yeah? Or near Limerick.
Oh!
How many times were you stabbed?
Yo,
Just a rough ballpark is okay. I know it's sort of hard to break it down exactly.
we were actually told not to leave the airport. So, and we were military personnel, so we were like, okay. But,
That's good advice. That's good advice.
nice. Okay.
Being in the military probably only gave you a sense of honor that would just make you weaker in Limerick.
Oh, man. That is so... Oh, man. Yes, so back
Because
to
of the name, I always imagined Limerick to be a happy place.
Oh, man.
Just a light bit of tourist advice if you're ever coming to Ireland. Yeah, Limerick is not a happy place. unless you're looking for some sort of bliss in the afterlife, I wouldn't go there personally.
Alright, and just because you're on a Wii U, which is rare, I'm gonna say, put your camera inside this Goldbeard and welcome to El Dorado, because, I mean, it is so much shinier inside this thing on the Wii U version.
It is very shiny.
Wow. Rock, you put your camera in here too.
I'm trying. I'm getting my carbs. Actually, I'm... Oh, wow. Yeah. That's so
Especially
pretty.
if you're on a
Seriously.
HD TV.
The inside of Goldbeard CDS is El Dorado. We found it.
Wow.
Dorado.
This looks very shiny.
Anyway, next
Pretty.
question and final question from Tigger. Did you say Tigger when answering Hiro's question of who your favorite Unity member is? If not, why not?
Well, technically I did, because I segued that off into least favorite person, and he took that title with the Tigger question. So yeah, I did actually.
But
Well
the
done,
Tigger question was from me, not from Tigger.
Oh, was it?
It was.
Oh, I feel like I've unfairly vilified him now.
Well, you can take it back.
No, I'm gonna let that one stand. But I did also meet Tigger through Shiwar, so he benefits more from what my actual answer was than if it was him.
All right. Well, that's all we have from Tigger. So next up we have I'm a Club U Bandit, the Outlaw Marauder.
Oh my.
That is quite a name.
Yes. Like I said on the Everly one, we call him Bandit.
Bandito.
So while
fanny
we're
bandit.
getting set up here, go ahead and pick a quest for us. Anything that's not three of the same monster.
Well, since you said you don't like fighting Morales, I think we should go for
Oh,
Morales.
I like fighting him. It's
Okay.
fun. I just have no need for him whatsoever. And
I
I
prob-
got a cosmic ticket, because I guess you guys are kind of cool.
I guess.
Alright, so, our one question from Bandit. Giant invasive species of caterpillars. Tips?
Fire? Exclamation mark?
Alright, yeah, that does sound like a good thing to do with those.
En Fuego. Muy En
Giant
Fuego.
invasive species of caterpillars. Is that a Monster Hunter thing I don't know, or like was
I
he
don't
really in need of help?
Uh,
And like he reached for the emergency services and he accidentally landed on Unity, and now
Probably.
he's dead because we did nothing.
That's probably exactly how it's gone down. It's your fault, Dave.
It's all your
Aw.
fault.
I'm
Bandit.
kind of sorry, Bandit, with a club. I'm gonna hit you in the head.
I'm a
Sorry.
Club U Bandit, the Outlaw Marauder.
It's all your fault, baby.
Get it
All
right,
your
man.
fault.
Get it right. He'll get angry and then call you names.
If he had a shorter name, it would probably have been easier for him to say it to the emergency services and then get saved faster.
Yeah,
So
that
it's
would have
ki-
been...
It's kind of his own fault.
Yeah.
We're doing
Yeah.
Morales?
Yep.
That's
Yes.
what the man said.
Alright, I got it up. Bleh.
All right. Our next person asking questions is Kaboom.
Oh, hello, Kaboom.
Kaboom.
So, Kaboom's first question. When you gonna solo that Super Stygian, Mang? I need you to move on to the
wow.
Super Brachia already so I can borrow those elaborate battle plans you'll no doubt make.
Okay, yeah. So if anybody doesn't know, I posted up a topic about trying to solo the 3 super monsters in this game.
Mhm.
kind of like what I did in Try when I was trying to kill Devil Joe, Alatreon, and Gen Moran by myself. But I have to date only killed the Super Ivory Legiacris.
The easiest of them.
He is by far the easiest. Like, if I was to give him a star rating, like, I would give him, like, 1.5 stars out of 5 for difficulty. He is just pathetic compared to the other ones. And I spent a lot of time.
They didn't even make him gold large. That disappointed me.
Yeah.
He was easy. Like, I think I just, I equipped guard +2, and used the poison lance, and then he was done. That was it. Straight away. But Super Stygian, I must have failed him about 30 times. And it got to the point where he couldn't kill me, and I couldn't kill him, so I was just constantly timing the quest out. And if you don't know, in Monster Hunter, if you time out a quest, that's an hour of your life gone. So I actually quit trying to kill Super Stygian for a while, and I thought I'd be more productive. So I went and I joined the gym, and I joined like a volleyball team, and I tried to maybe do some more slightly physically active stuff, because he was just kicking my ass. So I will go back to him, but I had to take a break. Honestly, I don't think I'll have as much trouble with Super Bracky as I did with Super Stygian. But Super Stygian, yeah. I mean, I spoke to some people who told me that they can do it in like 25 minutes. And I'm just really jealous, because I said I spent like 55 minutes just timing out.
Yeah.
I've never even seen that guy limp.
My first time doing the Super Stygian quest, it was me and my brother-in-law. We were fighting him, and we were doing pretty well, conserving our healing, and at the like 40-minute mark, we were down to just fumes. And then at 45 minutes, he left the area without limping, and we were like, well, time to get our stuff back.
Yeah.
And we abandoned.
Yeah, so if you're curious about like proper strategies to do it, if you go on the Unity forum and you search for Super Monster Solo Support Group, that's the topic in which I'm discussing tactics. And people smarter than me give great suggestions, and then I try and implement them, and sometimes I succeed if it's only Ivory, and then most of the rest of the time I'm failing horribly. Kaboom, actually, I remember he posted up in the topic saying, "Oh, I like your tactics. I'm gonna go take it a go." And then he comes. Oh, wow, that was fast, Red.
Yeah, I was kind of caught against a wall and tried to dodge, but ended up dodging forward into the attack.
This is the monster you did say.
Turns out it's not the way you want to go.
This is the monster you said a second ago. You've just fought so much, it's almost boring.
No, I never said it was almost boring. I said I've fought it so much that there's nothing I need from him.
Nothing
I should stop making fun, because I'm nearly dead now as well.
No!
Don't kill me while I'm bloating, Morales. Don't do it. But yeah, Kaboom killed Super Stygian in 5 attempts.
Wow.
I posted up on the forum, "Oh man, guys, it took me 5 whole goes to kill him." I was like, "Damn you, Kaboom." So apparently he's just going to wait until I beat that and then move on to Super Bracky before he attempts it. So,
Alright.
Yeah. I'm not even interested. That's how much of like a masochist I am. I'm not even interested in the event item you get from it. I just want to be able to do it by myself once. That's all I'm looking for.
Bragging rights.
Not even bragging rights, because like I want to know that I did it. Like I could lie to you guys and tell you guys I've already done it, but I mean that won't make me feel any better.
But why would you lie to yourself?
No, I wouldn't. So that's
exactly.
That's what I want to get. So some sort of weird, specific masochism is the only explanation I can come up with.
You wouldn't want to lie to me.
No,
If you lie to
Judge.
judge, you will be judged.
I would feel especially bad if I lied to Judge.
Alright, Kaboom's next question. I hear you're a big fan of Honed Blade. Got a favorite set you use with it or want to make in the future?
I am a big fan of Honed Blade. I don't have any one set that I like to use it with, but if you make the 3 middle pieces of Honed Blade, you can basically add in whatever leggings and whatever hat you want to generally get 1 or 2 more skills.
Did I get it?
Pardon?
Oh, sorry.
If you want to look your cutest and you're playing a girl character, you should put in the sailor socks for torso
set.
On every set, because you need torso up leggings for most of the sets. But like, I have a Honed Blade, element attack up, evasion +1. That's probably my best one. But then you can mix it up. I've got Hone Blade Guard 2, I've got Hone Blade, Horde Maestro, like KO King. Like, you can do a lot with a Hone Blade set. And I don't even have a good Edgemaster charm. I think my Edgemaster charm is something crappy like +1. If I had a +3 charm, I could do so much more.
+1 lets you swap out the helm.
Yeah, exactly.
My early sets, I used a +1 charm and used the Rathalos Z helm. And there you go.
I just life powdered.
And the Rathalos Z helm, if you actually swap that in, it neatly gets rid of the negative affinity, while also giving you 3 slots to work with.
That is one skill I forgot to mention is on almost every one of my sets. Critical Eye -1. The best skill.
Nice.
Yeah, you might want to consider that Rathalos Z helm.
Yeah, generally speaking, unless I have a set with 2 or 3 slot weapon, you can't gem out the negative expert.
Just the Rathalos Z helm. You get it gone with one thing, and you get 3 bonus sockets for your trouble.
Bomb in chest.
I'll definitely look into that after this podcast.
And personally, my favorite Edgemaster set, I've got Honed Blade Challenger 2, and also Stamina Recovery up, because that's stupid easy to get.
Oh yeah, you can. Yeah, that's almost a free skill on that set.
Yeah, Challenger 2 and Honed Blade is just yes, all of my yes.
I can make some interesting sets, because I think I'm one of the many people who tried to do the charm table manipulation to end up on, like, was it table 10 and table 4 were the 2 popular ones?
Yeah, I'm on table 10.
I seem to be the only person on the internet who messed that up, and I ended up on table 1. And I'm the only person I know on table 1, but that actually has some really interesting, unique charms on it.
All tables have interesting, unique charms. All of them.
Okay, but I have
some
the one
more
that
than others.
The one I'm on, nobody else seems to be on it. So some of the stuff I have a potential 7 free element 6 charm for making adrenaline +2 awaken sets, which is like the most
guy
damage.
gets that up.
Yeah, it's like the most damage you can bring into Moga Woods. Like, those poor high rank monsters don't know what hit them.
Alrighty. So, question 3 from Kaboom. If you could change one thing about the Unity Monster Hunter forums and community, what would it be, if anything?
Unity
would it be
forums.
you not dying right here? Because you're about to.
Yeah,
There we
I'm
go.
cool. I'm cool. The Deadeye armor, for anybody who doesn't know, has the best name, but also it has guts. So that just gave me a free death there to keep the quest rolling. But to change one thing about the Unity forums, I don't know. Like we were talking about them earlier. I was pretty positive about them. I think the fact that people can change their names is kind of stupid, and the resulting changed names seem to be overwhelmingly stupid.
Or at least that they can change their names so often.
Yeah, no, even the fact they can do it at all. Like, I mean, if I was to make a forum to be my absolute preference, like, I'd let someone set an avatar once and then just locked into that avatar for life.
But then they'd just make new accounts.
Yeah, potentially. But no, I don't really have any problem with the Unity forum as it currently exists. I wish the search function was a little bit better. I think if you try and search for sentences, it takes the spaces out of your words and searches for a word corresponding to that.
Each word individually.
Yeah, so that's not great, because generally speaking, if a topic is being discussed, it's been discussed before, so you can usually find former evidence of what you're looking for on the forums. Yeah. But I guess a better search function would be fine. But other than that, it's pretty good.
Yep, I'm in agreement there.
Sorry. Actually, one other thing. If you click on the most recent post on a topic, it brings you to the second most recent post, which is really annoying. And if the most recent post is not on the first page, it just brings you to the first page.
Yeah, that used to work. I think they just changed it to be more for their live view thing, which I guess messes with things when they're not on the first page.
Yeah.
So since we don't use live view, apparently it takes us to, hey, you want page 1, you get page 1.
Yeah. Or you want to look at anything, you get page 1.
Yeah.
So that's a bit stifling when the most interesting stuff on the topics is happening in the very, very later pages.
Though I've found that's only for if you're going to if you click the blank new posts thing. If you actually click the button for the most recent post, it will take you to that last page. It just doesn't take you to the most recent one you haven't read.
Huh.
Or the oldest one you haven't read, rather. So there's ways around it for the topics that aren't super active, but yeah.
Nice! Way to go, Judge.
It always feels weird seeing this guy's chest broken before an arm. Because it's like it's missing the central... Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I'm on fire!
We're having some technical difficulties in that my thing just said recording finished.
No!
What the heck?
Yeah, what the heck indeed. Record again.
Okay.
Here's hoping things work out and I'm not dead.
No! Red Slash! Ah, don't die!
Easy max potion, I choose you. Okay, we're good.
How did you get an easy max potion?
From the gather spot up top.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the gather spot on land. You can get easy max potions, you can get barrel bombs, you can get first aid meds.
Oh man, I'm being thoroughly educated.
We're
here.
being scooped.
Man,
Yeah!
we teach everyone stuff here on the Well Done Podcast.
I knew that. Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah, if this guy goes on land again, I'll show you which gathering spot it is.
Yeah, I'll follow with the camera. We can show everybody.
But yeah, that was all we had from Kaboom.
Thank you, Kaboom. I am still jealous of the fact you have soloed Super Stygian and I have not.
Yeah. Next up, we've got Nyanracuga.
Yeah.
Question 1. What is your favorite aspect of Monster Hunter? Basically, the bit that makes you enjoy playing the game.
I think I like the fact that the combat depends on skill. So even when you're really high level and you've played for hundreds of hours, you can, if you suck enough at a particular moment, get killed by something really crappy, like a great baggie.
You wouldn't have experience with that, would you?
I wouldn't. But also,
No.
if you're feeling particularly awesome, you can try and do things by yourself that is traditionally only reserved for like the most coordinated of groups, like a super monster. And I've always been a fan of RPGs that kind of use real-time reactions as their primary gameplay mechanic, as opposed to just like stats. I mean, it would be super boring if you could like up your evasion stat and like super bracky punched you, and then above your head it just said miss.
That would be dumb.
That would be super lame. So I think Monster Hunter is kind of like I never played the ones before Freedom Unite, but the games that I played in the past that kind of remind me of this were Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles on the GameCube.
I love Crystal Chronicles.
I love that game. So
Badass.
that is the best game that most of the internet hates. And internet, I love you, but you're wrong.
All of my friends had Game Boy Advances because really, who didn't?
Yeah.
I
got mine.
I
You're gonna
ended
make
up buying 4 Game Boy Advance to GameCube cables because I was the one with a GameCube and the game. But seriously, the best multiplayer game on the GameCube.
I've
Like,
got you beat. I have 5 of those cables.
I actually have 5 myself. One of them I bought because it also functions as a link cable.
Cool.
But I am actually the person who became the like storage center for everybody's Game Boy Advances and Game Boy Link cables. So
Yeah.
all of that was played at my house. So open invitation. Anybody who wants to come to Dublin
I
and play
know
Crystal
that
Chronicles
feel.
with me?
Down in
yeah,
Dublin, yo.
I can host one of those games. But and another game that feels kind of similar to Monster Hunter is Phantasy Star Online.
Oh, I
This is
love
like
that
you-
one too.
I love the original series of Phantasy Star.
PSO 1 and 2 was my first game I sunk over 1,000 hours into.
Yeah, and the mechanics is very similar to this. It's not as
slower
skill based.
paced.
Yeah, it's not as skill based. You've got the like really stupidly easy levels before you get to the boss fights, but the mechanic is still there of like, you know, not to make us all sound like we're really easy to please, but endlessly repeating the same content over and over and hoping for that one rare drop. Like that. Oh, rats, everybody.
Yay!
Yep. But yeah, PSO. Oh man, for a fun time, just make a new character and ignore the quests. Rush as far as you can, just solo. See how far you can go without dying. It's pretty
Interesting.
I actually managed to beat the Derole as a level 7 Reika Seal.
Oh, Derole, he had some, when you fight him in the lift, he had some awesome music.
Oh yeah, he did. I needed so many healing items though, because his attacks would almost one-shot me, so... Yeah, fun times.
But one thing interesting that Phantasy Star Online did that only kind of did was split-screen multiplayer.
Yeah.
In Phantasy Star Online and in Crystal Chronicles, you could have 4 players playing at once on the one console.
Though Crystal Chronicles was not split-screen.
It was not split-screen because they did a very clever gameplay mechanic that also the entire internet hates.
The bucket!
The bucket!
Oh my god, the bucket.
I carried the bucket because I wanted to be in control of everything.
Our house rules was that you each got a random thing displayed on your Game Boy Advance screen. If you got the map, you held the chalice. If you did not have the map, you didn't have to, because then the person with the map could navigate better and see where they were going.
That makes
sense. That was my house rule. But yeah, I feel like Monster Hunter is like a natural evolution of those games. Even though I don't know when Monster Hunter 1 came out, it may have predated
2004.
them. Yeah, I don't know when the other ones came out though.
I think they predated it a bit.
Yeah, they did.
So within the Monster Hunter formula, Phantasy Star Online was a bit more of a game where like you could see miss appear above your character. Like you could be strong enough that monsters just couldn't hit you. Your evasion stat was too high.
Yep, you actually leveled up in that game.
Yeah, Crystal Chronicles didn't have that. Like you'd still get hit by things, and there was always like a minimum amount of damage. Yeah. But any game where like the deciding factor is sort of based on your preparation and your skill, I really like. And this game is like crack to me now. Like I really like Monster Hunter.
Yeah. So you've listed off 3 games that I absolutely love. So I think we've got a great friendship blooming here.
Yeah. And I used to have red hair as well, so we got that redness going.
I don't. I got brown hair.
Yeah, well, it's in your name though.
Yeah, that's true.
You're more well known for having a red mustache than anybody else who actually has a red mustache.
I know, right? This name actually is a reference to Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door,
which I haven't actually played, but is on my to-do list.
Well,
I think I've played that one.
Fantastic. But anyway, moving back to actual questions that people have been asking.
Why would we do that?
Second question from Nyanracuga. Conversely, what is your least favorite aspect of Monster Hunter?
We touched on this very briefly earlier, but I think this is the best game that is the worst explained. Like, the level of tutorial in this game, I think, is shockingly bad. And I think it's so bad that most new players won't find out how good the game is. Do any of you guys have the 3DS version?
Yes.
Yes, I do.
Can you name for me in approximate percentages how many people you have street passed who have just like 10 quests done, leather armor, and their status is hello there?
How about none of them did anything, and then they're still at level 1, and then they have like no weapon uses in that?
I have street passed a bunch of HR0 people, but I actually don't look at their guild cards. I have this habit of only really caring about the guild cards of people who are at least HR6, because Hunters for Hire, HR6 is the cutoff where they're as good as they're going to be.
Oh, I didn't know. I'm actually not sure what the success rate of Hunters for Hire is. I don't know. When you guys want to post a quest, I'm okay to hunt anything.
Okay, I'll pick something fun. But yeah, I can't tell you. I do know that I've street passed a lot of people because I go to Street Pass San Diego meetings, so we've got.
And I go to Toronto Fan Expo every year now, and I've got like tons of Monster Hunters that haven't even hunted yet.
Yeah, I think that is a pretty clear sign that the beginning of the game is really bad, because those people, they dropped it at that point.
Yeah.
They didn't even really upgrade their first weapon. And like,
the thing is, in the beginning of the game, if you actually just read everything people are saying instead of assuming, oh, this is stupid story that I don't care about, if you read what they're saying, they do tell you what you need to be doing.
Yeah.
But I've seen so many people who skipped that being like, oh, it's probably just stupid story. I don't want to read that. And then I ask them, hey, did you read the stuff in the beginning? Because that tells you what you're supposed to be doing. And they're like, it does?
I feel like it's still really, really bad, because like even now, we don't necessarily know what does damage to monsters. Like, the only reason we knew that in Try is because someone hacked the console and showed us the damage formula.
Yeah,
so
there's
like,
that.
We're not even sure what the best strategies are now, and like we're pretty in deep, guys. We're like
Yeah.
Yeah,
we're
our
hardcore into
damage
this
formulas are, hey, we've got P-thirds, right?
game. Yeah. And there's so many people who will just like post on the forums that like, yeah, oh, it's the P-third damage formula again, but like nobody's really sure.
And then there's people who post their anecdotal, oh, this worked faster for me, and it's like, well, did you test anything else, and how many times did you test this?
No,
Yeah.
no, I didn't test it.
Just as a shout out to an earlier question, this is one of my favorite Nether mix sets, and as you can see here, Rock, very important, sailor socks.
Oh, yeah.
That's how you get the torso up in a sexy way.
We're gonna put your
Stripes
skills up
are
for everyone to
justice.
see. Ooh.
So
my.
this is Honed Blade, element attack up, evasion +1, and stamina recovery up.
Crit I
Nice.
-1 in there, or no?
Nope,
No,
nope,
-1.
because the Oppressor's Genesis has 3 slots.
Good stuff.
Nice.
But yeah, I think the game is really badly explained. I wish that we could like pick and mix from the different monster hunters. So like, did you guys play the demo for this game?
Yes.
Yeah.
I wish that they had maybe taken out Plesioff and put in, instead of like all those quests, the tutorial quests from Freedom Unite that like taught you the weapon buttons.
Mm.
I think that would have been beneficial, and I think it breaks every RPG player's head, the fact that you can have a piece of gear that has +8 attack power that does not increase your attack power in any way. Like, the way the armor skills are presented, I feel like is really confusing to new players. If they had called it like set bonuses, I think everybody would have gotten that.
Yeah.
But the way it currently works, like, I have a friend who is 15 hours into Monster Hunter. He just bought it because I'm a huge fan, and he still doesn't get how to gem his armor. I've written him like 6 emails. Like, I write emails like I post on the forums. They're like 1,000-word diatribes, and he still doesn't understand it. But he's in deep. So I feel like if the beginning was better explained, if they worked on the tutorials, if they put in tutorials and they had like some split screen option where an experienced player could play with a low rank player and show them the arenas, like in Try, I think that would be really helpful.
Yeah, I definitely can agree with you there. The fiddly bits are not very well explained.
Yeah, like this is like the most obfuscated game mechanics I've ever seen in a game that I enjoy.
I've definitely mentored my fair share of people.
Yeah, and like I went to Dark Souls after this game, and like my impression of Dark Souls was like, oh wow, this is really straightforward and easy. It's so good. They explained it so well. This is simple out. I don't know what the big deal is.